Hey everyone, welcome back to Fish Pond Farm. I'm going to be playing the next 2 days, and I'm really excited to be back to this playthrough. I have been doing so many different games of Stardew Valley and so many different games just in general. I finally got back to Zelda Singularity after literally over 100 days. So I'm really excited with getting back to all of this, and I'm excited for trying to get more fish ponds if I can, because I really want to try and get a couple of other things actually into fish ponds now. I've got all of these guys, but I really need to get more, so I need to see what my... Do I have more? I do. I need to see what my seaweed situation is, which I do actually have enough. And then stone, because that's really important at this point. Thank you for the gold bar. I'm just kind of running all over everywhere. I'm not really going in order, which is maybe kind of a problem, but I'll get to it. I'll figure it out. But yes, I'm really excited about all the progress that I've been making in this video, or in this playthrough recently. So I'm excited to sort of continue that momentum, even though I haven't actually recorded a video of this in a little while. I also wanted to get this video out on Thursday because I used to always stream on Thursday, and now I've just switched my streaming schedule, but I also I can't do live streams for the next couple weeks in terms of like the scheduled ones that are now on Friday, because of situations related to academics and also just personal stuff that I'm doing. Like this weekend I'm going out of town to go back to my hometown, but because of that I can't do my normal Friday live stream, unfortunately, but I am gonna try and get Stardew Valley out Thursday and possibly Friday as well. Maybe I'll do something else on Friday, but that's not the right thing. Here it is. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I still get some Stardew Valley to the people who want to see Stardew Valley, so let's see, what else? The other thing is, I am currently, there we go, I'm currently doing a ton of academic things that are taking up a lot of my time, so I've been doing some live streams of various, I've been doing live streams of various different, what was I doing? This. Various different study with me kind of things on Twitch. If anyone's interested in just hanging out, I sit there and do homework, and if people are there, we'll chat while I do it, and it's been pretty fun. It's been keeping me accountable for actually sitting down and getting all the stuff I need to get done. So that's been pretty fun. I might try to start doing those scheduled once a week and then sort of here and there wherever they fit in. Otherwise, if I need to study more or something, and then I've also been doing a couple other games on Twitch, some Stardew Valley, some, a while ago I did some Strange Horticulture, which I need to do again, and, done some Emporia, my inventory's full, of course it is, Emporia, and, recently Streamer Life Simulator is a new one that I've added to that. It's been pretty fun so far. The driving is awful. But today I have a bunch of things I have to do today in terms of like both academically, also taxes and stuff, because that's this time of year apparently. One of the things I'm gonna also try and do is get more of my VODs uploading to YouTube from Twitch, because I know some people don't use Twitch, but they might still be interested in seeing some of the stuff I've done over there, so I'm gonna work on trying to get those uploading. Again, like I said, I'm going away over the weekend, so I'm not exactly sure how much I'll get done in that time, but I will try my best to get at least a few things. How dare my inventory be full when I'm so close? Okay. Cosmos is yelling at trucks right now because they're very scary trucks. But yeah, it's a little bit chaotic. It's the second full week back in school, I believe. And so, yeah, it is the second. And so it's just kind of chaotic trying to get back onto a completely new schedule. I have all morning classes this quarter instead of last quarter when nothing started until 1:30 or later. So that's been an adjustment, and schedules are hard, but I'm doing my best, and I think it's going pretty well so far. I like most of my classes. I don't understand the math part of hydrology, but other than that, it's going pretty well. I also realize Robin is going to close, so I need to go order my fish pond now, which means that I'm gonna move this just in case, so then I have more options of spacing, and we'll see how my walkways are by the end of this. But speaking of walkways, I forgot I had trees here. Hi, Cosmos, welcome. He's now sitting under the desk being adorable. Anyway, yeah, it's farm buildings, that's what I'm looking for. It's definitely a chaotic quarter because I'm doing my final quarter of my capstone, plus also I'm doing my thesis for my other major, which makes things a little hectic. And so I definitely need to make sure that I'm on top of everything, but I also really want to make sure, ideally, that I'm able to still continue. No. I want to still continue with my upload schedule that I've been trying to keep. And I did take a break for spring break, and I talked about that. But I'm determined to not miss any more days, even though I am going out of town again Well, I'm going out of town this weekend, but then I'm going to be away for a week the weekend after. So, main moral of the story is, I'm working as hard as I can to get caught up with all the videos. Well, I am caught up with the videos, but get enough that I can upload in advance and pre-record and get them out scheduled and everything before I go out of town. So, I have so much to do, but I will probably be recording at least 1 or 2 more videos today, and then also doing all the homework I have today and all that. So, I am very, very excited, though. I feel like, there we go. Okay. I feel like it's been a little while since I've played this particular playthrough of Stardew Valley, because I've been playing a lot on Twitch, and then I also did multiplayer Stardew, which was really fun. But if you haven't checked that out yet, I highly recommend it. It's chaotic, it's fun, but I have so much recording to get done. Okay. Cosmos did not enjoy the cow noise just now, but that's okay. Alright, I've used all of it up. Hopefully they get on top of it with getting more. I will sell my quality ones of those today, because I already have way more than I need. And I'm gonna get more, because I'm replacing all my crops with wheat as they get ripe, so I'm gonna have so much. It's gonna be very exciting. Alright, it's 6:30. I think I'm gonna drop some stuff off in here and in my basement, and then I'm gonna try and go and get some more seaweed, because I am now completely out of all seaweed, which is not ideal. So also I don't need, that's not the right one, this one. Having so many playthroughs and each one, the chests are organized differently is complicated. But yes, I need to make sure that I have enough food so that I don't run out of energy. I don't know why I ran this way. That's not where I was going. I don't think I'll run out of energy, though. This is what happens. I'm used to playing toward the beginning of the game in some of my other playthroughs now. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna have energy for anything. Actually, yes, I do. I still need to get as much, I'm stuck. I need to get as much done as possible in terms of getting all the seaweed that I can, because I have none, and I have so much algae, and I want to get more fish ponds, but I also need more stone, so there's so many things to do. Alright. Geodes are cool, at least, even though that wasn't seaweed. Yes. Getting seaweed is the best part of this game. Yes, again. Oh, that's a good spot. And maybe if I go over to these bubbles, I will not get seaweed anymore, but I'm gonna try. Immediately, it's not seaweed. Maybe I found the perfect spot and I just ruined it. But maybe I'll get seaweed faster if I use bubbles. I don't know. Also, I have to say, having hands-on homework to me is so much more fun than having, like, read this, write this, watch this video, and summarize it in 2 paragraphs kind of homework. And yes! Okay, I'm getting so much seaweed. This is the correct decision to come over to the bubbles. But I'm in a costume fundamentals class, and so now I have sewing homework this weekend, which I'm excited about because that's gonna be fun because it's like very hands-on. And also I noticed, so I have talked about this often, but I'm a double major, and in a lot of the science classes, even if I'm interested in the topic, I do that thing where I keep checking what time it is to figure out how long is left in the class, because it's not that I'm not interested in the subject. A lot of times I really am, but it's more that sitting in a desk like that and just listening to a lecture and taking notes makes me so restless, and it's hard to sit still and stuff because ADHD funness. But yeah, Cosmos. But it's been so much fun in this class because it's like hands-on sewing and getting to do something with your hands the whole time and like focus on that instead of having it be like, I knit in class a lot as sort of like a fidget thing. Even if I'm otherwise listening to a different lecture about something completely unrelated to knitting. But I have not checked the clock at all in my sewing class right now because it's just so fun to get to actually do something like that in a class instead of just sitting there. Because, I mean, like lab classes, I don't usually check the time, especially if we're out doing like field work. I'm just letting it bounce because I want to get more seaweed, and that was taking too long. But like it's kind of interesting being able to directly compare hydrology to costume fundamentals in terms of like how restless I get and how much I'm aware of like when is this class ending, because even though I think that hydrology is important and it's for the most part a pretty interesting class, it's taking so many notes and it's so hard to just sit there and be completely focused while I'm just sitting there. And with costumes, like we walk around and go up to the teacher and ask her questions and watch demonstrations, and there's more walking around and stuff, and it's just, I'm gonna also avoid this one so that I get more chances for seaweed. But it's just been so interesting because I'm actively trying to teach myself more about both ADHD and autism because I have both of those. I want to get one more, then I'll have enough for 2 fish ponds. But it's interesting to be able to notice that about myself because I think that it's something that I wish I had been more aware of in like high school when I had a really awful time with school. And I feel like knowing more about stuff that I experienced then would have been really helpful. But I don't think I'm gonna get another in time. Oh well. But yes, anyway, tip for anyone who is autistic or has ADHD or suspects you might, or probably other things. Like, I gave my sister a book about dyslexia and she really liked it. But, if you have a thing that makes you different than other people and no one has explained to you what exactly those differences are and can entail, I highly recommend getting good resources like books or finding people who are reputable talking about these things, because it's so justifying to be able to understand, like, oh, that wasn't me just making up something that everyone else dismissed. That was actually burnout or something like that. Having something to attribute it to and to, like, understand why you are experiencing things or responding to things the way that you are, it's so beneficial, in my opinion. At least for me, I've been able to actually communicate things a lot better. And I think it's really good for me on a personal level, but I think it's also really good for me in interpersonal relationships, because I understand these numbers are almost the same and it's satisfying. I understand myself a lot better, but if I'm also having a day where things are just harder for me, I can be able to figure out how to communicate that to someone else and either ask for help or be like, I need to be left alone, I need to not talk to anyone right now, and here's why. And being able to explain it, I feel like, even though I do kind of think that if there's a person who is struggling with something, they shouldn't have to justify a reason for it. It can be helpful to be like, I'm in burnout, so I cannot help you with this thing that I said I'd help you with, I'm sorry, or something like, oh yes. Just having ways to explain things, I think, makes a difference. And I feel like I go off on tangents about autism so much, but I've just found this so interesting, being able to learn this about myself with comparing the styles of classes, and I thought that it was kind of fun. So I just came from my costume class, so I figured, let's talk about this, because this is fun. Although that class is also just fun in itself, because we get to sew things, which is fun, and today we worked on finishing our little pieces where we tried several different types of stitches, just very basic, like here's learning how to do these stitches, and then we learned how to attach buttons and labels and snaps, and all of that was fun because a lot of it is kind of review for me, because I did learn how to sew some stuff growing up, but some of the stitches are very different than what I mostly learned, because obviously making costumes, certain things are done differently than if you're not making costumes. And I just find it really interesting. Doug. All right. I think I will sell the coffee beans today because I don't really want them in my inventory right now. I have better things to do. Also, these. Also, I'll sell these today too. I have so many of all of these that I don't really strongly need to have all of those in my inventory right now. Okay. Why are you grumpy? You've had food. Unless they're not eating it from here. I need to check my silos and see how much I actually have in them because I feel like I might be low on stuff because so much of the grass is all eaten, so I'll have to double check on that. I'm gonna quickly grab all the row of all the kinds first. Because dealing with inventories is fun. Alright. I'll get that after because that's not even a row, so it's fine. There we go. Okay, and now we can get more hay, which I feel like I might need anyway, so this is a good option, and that rhymed even though I didn't mean it to. Yeah, there's none. That's not ideal. Especially because it's gonna be winter soon. I might have to go buy some extra. I really don't want to have to do that, but at this point, they're eating it so much and I won't be able to grow it outside. Although I missed one. I mean, theoretically, ideally, I will be able to have enough for winter, but at this point, I don't know if I will because of the way that things are going. But I am also growing a ton of it right now. I just don't know if it's worth it to put down any grass starter this late in the season is my only thing, because it's like I could try to get I didn't get these yesterday, so is that gonna offset my whole thing that I got those today? Oh no, we'll see. But I'm gonna check how much fiber I have because yeah, I really don't have much. maybe that's another thing that I should go around trying to get more of, because I feel like I'm always really running out of all of that, which is not ideal, especially because they have such a finite area where they can actually go eat things. For a second, I completely forgot what I was trying to sell and almost sold stuff that I really did not want to sell. So I'll just do that. There's not a lot, and it's going to be gone immediately, but at least then they'll stop being so upset. These guys seem pretty happy, so it seems like this section is being prioritized with the thing feeding them more. Alright, and put those in there. Okay, this should be, I think I mathed correctly here. Yep, perfect, okay. If the ducks swim over here or walk across little bridges, there's a lot of food there, but we'll see. Ooh, star fruits are ripe. Which means I can finally replant this area. And I'll replant it with all the correct seeds, not the incorrect seeds which caused this whole problem in the first place. Okay. Stack many things, sell this things. Oh, and this, wait a minute. There we go. These strawberries are huge. Okay. All of the basic farm work is done. It's time to go this way. Originally, I was thinking I would go do more seaweed fishing. But I think the slightly more urgent thing is trying to get more edible stuff. So I'm gonna come down here and try and get fiber, because that seems important, even if it's only for a little bit, because it's almost the end of when this stuff can grow outside. But Or there's technically still grass outside. It's just the animals don't go outside, so, you know, same thing. Alright. I'm actually getting quite a lot today, which is really nice. I'm scaring a lot of frogs, and I feel guilty about that, but... also getting a lot of moss, which is cool. And by a lot, I mean 3, but for not trying to get moss, I'm getting a lot of moss. I'll get more moss just for fun. I should see how much of this I actually have. Why can't I plant this? There, I'll put it there. Are there cool hats today is the question. I'm wearing such a dramatic, you can barely even see that. I'm wearing such a dramatic hat that I feel like I should wear something really little. Just a chicken mask. Paper hat. That's way expensive for a paper hat, though. You can wear the governor's hat. Okay, but I think it's time to wear something. Oh, you can kind of see it. My hair is an interesting color, so it's a little hard to see, but you can see it. That's fun. It's like just a little barrette type thing. Alright, that's fun. Not much fiber over here. Okay, I'm going to grab those, then drop them off because that seems like a good option to just put them down on my way. So I'll do like that. They're gonna get eaten immediately. Put them there. Then maybe they'll start to grow a little. We'll see. I should empty my inventory since I have a little bit of extra time. I didn't get any. I didn't get any dried things going. I was so focused on everything else that I completely ignored that. I like my little 2 dots of hair clip. They look fun. I will say, first of all, this is really badly organized. I will say that I think I guess I can live here. The fact that so much of my stuff that's growing right now is wheat, I think is encouraging. But I still feel like I won't have enough for winter, so I will probably have to go to Marnie's at some point. Because I've got so many animals now. Ah, it's the noise that Cosmos hates. Cosmos, it's okay. I like how small this number is compared to this number. That's fun. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. And these also. That's very good. So, nice. Amazing income. Cosmos is complaining. Yeah, okay. There's more wine here, which is really, really exciting. And let's see what else. Lots of eggplants, broccoli. This is all really exciting. It's also raining, so everyone has to eat inside, which means we might have a tiny chance for these guys to grow a little. We'll see if they do. Pumpkins. All of this is very exciting, but for now, I'm gonna leave this episode here. This was so satisfying. I feel like I got a bunch of stuff done because I'm getting... Oh, I have my new fish pond, and then I can order another one if I have space, because I do technically have enough seaweed, which is great. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!